Okay, so I want to tell y'all a little story about my uncle, Uncle Phil, Philip Kahn. He lives out in California. He's lived in the San Francisco Bay Area basically his entire life, lifelong San Franciscan. But for somebody from San Francisco, he's actually kind of a conservative guy, California conservative. And this guy is one of the biggest douchebags I've ever met in my life. And he hates me. Right? He's always hated me from day one. And he's been my uncle now for about 29 years. Right? He married my aunt in 1990. 29 years. And do you know how much we've actually spoken in 29 years? 10 minutes. Literally, we've talked for 10 minutes in the last 3 decades. That's it. Every time I've been with him has been either him talking shit to me or just completely ignoring me, which is the latter is most of the time. But that's not really talking. So, an actual conversation, 10 minutes. And my aunt's, my uncle is just like really weird guy on top of it. And so is my aunt. I guess that's why they're perfect for each other. Some people, yeah. So, my uncle's got all these weird, like, tics and habits. And this one time, years and years ago, him, my aunt, and my parents all went down to Miami for some event, wedding, bar mitzvah, something like that. And, they all stayed at the same hotel. And they decided to carpool to go to the event. All four of them in the car, because, that makes sense, of course. And my parents quickly found out my uncle had this weird ass habit where he had to have the windows open when he was driving, no matter what. Rain, heat, cold, snow, sleet, didn't matter. The windows had to be open. And not one window, no, he had to have all four of them down. Even when he was on the highway, didn't matter. Always had to have the windows open. And especially to the women in the car, it just annoys the shit out of all his passengers because it's like, excuse me, I just spent like the last hour and a half doing my hair. Can you please put the window up? And like my mom started asking him, please roll up the windows. And first few times he just ignores her. And she's like, Phil, please. It's making us all uncomfortable. Can you please just roll up the windows or keep yours open, but roll up the back windows, please. No, I like to have them open. That's the way it is, okay? And she asked him a few more times, practically begging him, Phil, come on, please. The wind is really bothering me. I did my hair, and can you please just roll them up? And he just blows her off again. And then finally, she decides to switch gears and switch tactics. And if begging and getting pissed off isn't going to work, she figures she'll start making fun of him. Because he's a pretty, uptight, high-strung guy that doesn't like taking shit from people. That's obvious. So then she goes, Ooh, Phil. Ooh, you like the windows down, huh, Phil? Smell that truck exhaust? Ooh, that smells delicious. Oh, yeah, all the pollution on the highway. Oh, yeah, Phil. And mind you, they're about 90% away to this event that they were going to, right? They're like about 27 minutes into a 30-minute drive. And then all of a sudden, Phil slams on the brakes, whips a U-turn, and goes, That's it! We're going back! You can drive yourself! And my mom and my parents are like, What do you mean drive ourselves? We're 2 minutes from this place. Are you kidding me? I don't care. You're being rude. Blah, blah, blah. You can drive yourselves. So this motherfucker, this lunatic, literally turns around, drives almost 30 minutes in the other direction just to kick my parents out of the car and make them drive themselves. Yeah, this really happened. I'm not kidding. When I said my uncle was a nutcase, I meant that. And so is my aunt. Like I said, they're perfect for each other. My aunt is this far left, social justice warrior, Trump deranged lunatic who just freaks out at the mere sight of that guy's face. She hears the word Trump, sees his face, and just like goes completely nuts. But yeah, that's the story of my crazy uncle. What a guy. What a fucking guy.